At Let's Tell Their Story, we'd like to advise that some content may contain rape, domestic violence, sexual assault, child abuse, child abduction, and murder. Not all content is suitable for all audiences. Please be advised while listening. Thank you.
All right, you're recording.
Yay! Okay. Welcome to Let's Tell Our Story. I'm Casey.
I'm Quentin.
I'm going to give you a true crime story. And Quentin, you are going to tell us about cocaine hippos, I guess?
Yep.
Okay, so my story is about a narcissistic, womanizing jack donkey. Wanted to do that for so long. I've had this one in the... All right, so Thomas William Randolph. I'm not even going to give him the pleasure of giving his date of birth or anything like that. I'm going to jump right into this. So, when Thomas was 20 years old, he married a woman named Catherine Thomas in 1975. She was 18 years old when they got married. It was love at first sight, all that manipulative kind of crap. All right. They end up having 2 children. I am talking to hippopotamuses. All right. They're angry. They should be. And they had 2 children and Justice. Krista still has stuff to do with her father. Justice does not. Catherine's seen the ugly side of Randolph, and to the point where she would call him a manipulative control freak. She's seen the ugly side of him, and she filed for divorce. They divorced in 1983, and on the same day that they divorced, Randolph married Becky Galt or Gallant. They had a marriage where Becky did everything for Randolph. Like, she quit her job and like stayed at home. Then eventually she just gorgeous girl. Eventually she lost a ton of weight, got super skinny. Randolph was into drugs and whatnot, and there's allegedly, while he was married to Becky, he was doing drugs and was a drug dealer. While he was also, he had a cabinetry business, but I'm not sure exactly when he started this. I know how he had it for multiple years. Just get an idea. Randolph was lived in Nevada, and this is where he would meet many of his wives. As you'll find out, he's got multiple wives. He is known as the Black Widower. 3 years into Becky and Randolph's marriage, things weren't going well. Like, he kept telling Becky she needed to go into rehab and whatnot because Becky had gotten into... It's supposedly Becky got, and that's why she lost weight, but her friends and family say that she lost it from stress. All right. Well, you've known me long enough. When I'm really stressed, I lose a bunch of weight and I look really sick because everything's sunk in and but so Becky had gotten to the point she left him, and then one day she's telling her cousin that she had moved in with that, hey, I'm gonna run back to the house, grab a few things, and they're like, don't go by yourself. And she's like, oh, Thomas isn't even home, I'll be fine. Well, Thomas happened to be home when she went to grab her stuff, and they got into this huge fight. And Randolph's last words to Becky were, fine, go kill yourself. There's rope in the basement. Well, he had gone to his mother's and then gone drinking that night. He comes home and Becky is in the bedroom on the bed with a gunshot wound to her head. That Thomas's night, he gotten pulled over for drinking and driving. However, all 24 hours, he did not have an alibi for her. It's alleged that Randolph had actually murdered Becky and made it look like a suicide. And it's when you're editing this, you might want to throw in trigger warnings. I just completely forgot about it now.
Okay.
So since the officers show up, it looks like a suicide. They don't treat it as a crime scene. They treat it as a suicide and whatnot. And there's a life insurance policy on Becky that Thomas Randolph gets. It's a $500,000 payout. All right. Shortly after, Randolph marries his third wife, Gaina Allman. Okay. This woman, I love this woman. So she had to have a surgery, and that's really why she'd gotten into a car accident and needed like a back surgery. And the whole time she was dating Randolph, she's like, no, I don't want to get married. But then she lost her job and then she lost her insurance. So she wasn't able to get the surgery she needed. Well, Randolph is like, oh, we'll get married. You can go on my insurance and we'll be able to get your surgery. So she gets her surgery. They're in their marriage a year or two. And he's at the kitchen table cleaning his gun. And the gun goes off. Gaina is convinced that he was trying to actually shoot at her. Well, it ended up putting a hole in the kitchen wall. Well, the next day, she files for divorce because she's pretty sure he's out to kill her. All right. So she goes to give him his wedding rings back. This is where I love this woman because go Gaina. She took her diamond rings to a jeweler, had the diamonds taken out and replaced with cubic zirconians before she gave the rings back to Thomas. This go Gaina. Oh my God, it's awesome that she did this.
The funny part is those stones that she replaced them with are very hard to actually tell the difference between.
I know. I get so many compliments on this ring, and
It's just moisine. It's just
and
moisine.
Moisen.
Yeah, that's the name of that's the name of that stone, moisine.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say a word that just didn't make sense.
No,
I want to
I wasn't
pronounce it.
actually. No, actually, no,
Okay.
no. It's a stone. It's so similar to a
This is what happened. Yeah, it's very similar. The only difference you can tell is diamonds cut glass, allegedly.
actually really. No, actually, both can cut glass. The
Cool.
only way you can test is actually having an actual tester on it. Because
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
yeah,
Okay, so it didn't take long for Randolph to move on. He quickly meets Francis Thomas while he is doing a caregiving job at a nursing home to make his ends meet. Because who knows how fast he went through that 500,000. And he falls in love with his complete opposite. Now, Randolph was a rock and roll drug addict, whatnot. Francis Thomas, yeah.
I thought you couldn't even get a job at a nursing home if
If you,
you've done drugs and that stuff.
oh, you just got to pass a drug test, and they really don't do a drug test again, unless there's a accident or just somebody's just thinks that there's a possibility, and then they'll do a random one. So he meets Thomas. This is confusing because he's married 2 women with the last name Thomas, and his first name is Thomas. So walk with me here. So Frances Thomas, she was born with a heart condition, and she needed a heart surgery. Now, getting back to the complete opposites, she was known as a Dolly Parton lookalike, loved country, straight-laced gal. All right.
Hey, never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Okay.
rock and
Did you
roll.
have to think about who Dolly Parton was?
No, I was thinking. I'm like rock and roll doesn't have as much murder as country music does.
You're right. You're right. You're right. However, heavy rock and roll, there's a lot that's been linked to murders have been linked to that, but that goes back into the 80s and the Satanic Panic. So, so Frances, she goes in and has this heart surgery after they get married. She's at the hospital. Everything goes smoothly with this heart surgery. Her daughter from a previous relationship said that Randolph was the ideal stepfather. He was a role model dad. Made sure she had her homework done, brushed her teeth, made sure she was in bed on time, whatnot. Heart surgery goes fine. Frances has a minor stroke a few hours after she comes to. Okay. They get that under control. Frances's daughter is in the room with Frances. Randolph shows up and asks, "Hey, can I have a few minutes with her privately?" 30 minutes later, he comes out freaking out. She's dead. She's dead. Oh my God, I've lost another one. All right. Well, Thomas Randolph sues the hospital for wrongful death and that the heart surgery was botched. And there's a settlement. He makes a pretty good profit. I had the amount at one time and I can't find it back now. Okay. Well, then he has a 5th wife. There's not much known about her. Her name is Leona Stapleton. They're married, and like I said, there's not much. I watched the documentary on this on the Oxygen channel, but it's been a few months since I watched it. So I can't remember if him and Leona got divorced or if she just disappeared and he told friends and family that she passed away of cancer. Then in 2008, actually, no, it was probably before 2008, he marries his sixth and final wife, Sharon Koss. She dies in 2008 of an alleged home invasion. So in the process, Sharon and Thomas had gone out for an evening, seen a movie. They were hot and heavy into the romanticized part of their relationship, where they were having relations often. And so they went to dinner, and then Sharon, this is according to Randolph, Sharon's like, hey, let's skip the movie, let's go back home and get it on. So they go back home, and Sharon goes in the house first. Now, this is where I get a little confused, because if you are getting it on hot and heavy with your partner, why are you going to let your partner go in the house first? Are you going to be like all over each other, going to the doors and then opening the door and whatnot?
Have you tried to walk up your steps?
My steps sober, being all over each other, or drunk, my back stairs are just dangerous.
There's probably your.
But this is going. But literally, this couple, they, from what the house looks like, it looks like they came in at the side door from the garage and they parked in the garage.
No.
Okay, so Sharon goes in first, and there's a masked man in there that shoots Sharon. Randolph comes in, hears the gunshots, and he shoots this intruder. Okay. Well, in the process of that, the intruder's like literally taking his mask off to show him who he is. Here he is, the handyman, Mike Miller. And Randolph says he shot him in the hallway between the bedrooms. But Miller's body is found in the garage. Okay. Now, a little backstory on Miller. So, Mike Miller was a gentleman that Randolph, he was basically a homeless guy, or semi-homeless, or houseless. I don't know which one's the more. I think it's houseless we say now instead of homeless.
When did that change?
Yeah. Probably in last year. Yeah. Well, he was a single guy and looking for a job, and Randolph's like, hey, you can come help me. I got odd-end jobs, and he'd pay him cash under the table and whatnot. Oh, he was also, I gotta find the name back. I know there's a name. I know there's a certain name I'm looking for. Oh, I actually found the beginning of my notes.
That's funny.
Okay, I found the beginning, but the middle is like right above it.
What?
I must have started my notes like three lines down, and then ran out of room and then went back to this first three lines and started writing this. Oh my God.
Actually, so the new terminology for it is either unhoused or houseless.
Yeah, see?
Sorry, that totally threw me off for a second.
Yeah. Okay, now I got the backstory on him and Kathy, his first wife. When they actually met at a poker game, and he caught Cassie cheating at poker, and she won the pot, and that's how they ended up getting together. Uh, she actually liked his parents, Randolph's parents, Dorothy and oh, I'm not really sure what happened to his dad, but
Went to go get milk.
oh my God, I can't believe you just did that. God, I cannot believe you just did that. Oh, okay. All right, so, oh, okay, now I know it's in, okay, now I know it's in my notes where it's at. All right, where was I? Oh. Now, okay. So, at some point before the home invasion, Sharon and Tom had gone on a cruise ship, and I think this was meant for her to accidentally go overboard, but it didn't work. And I think that's why the home invasion. But this wasn't Randall's first time asking somebody to do a home invasion. When he was married to Becky, he had had a man that worked for him whose name was Eric Tarantino. And he had asked Eric Tarantino to basically come and do a home invasion with Becky. Same scenario as what happened to Sharon. Like, to the point that Eric Tarantino and Thomas Randolph would actually role play the events on what would happen. So, like, and then Tarantino's like, I can't do this. And he just disappeared. Like, he was afraid of Randolph. Like, okay, this guy's going to kill me if I don't do this, but I got to disappear. And in 2017, Randolph is indicted for the murder of Sharon Boss and the murder of Mike Miller. Oh, in the trial, it comes out that that Tarantino was kind of like the main witness. And in the process, while Randolph is in the jail and whatnot, he actually plots a murder of Tarantino with his cellmate, not knowing that his cellmate is actually an undercover detective. So he gets added onto his stuff of tampering with evidence. He is at the end of this trial, he is sentenced to death in 2017. Now, I'm about to say something I don't want to say, but Thomas Randolph is a very intelligent man, even though he is a jack donkey. He appeals, knowing the law, because he's very intelligent. Oh my God, I'm repeating myself. Anyway, he appeals it. It goes in front of the Nevada Supreme Court, and they disagree with the death penalty ruling, because in the first trial, the murder or the death of Becky Galt was brought into the trial, and the Nevada Supreme Court said that the prior bad act evidence should never have been brought into the trial. So Randolph was granted a new trial. Now, in the second trial, there was a surprise witness. I can find it. It's in here somewhere. Oh, I found it. He actually won $400,000 in that malpractice suit. Oh, okay. That surprise witness was Elizabeth Levedora. So the surprise witness was brought in the second trial, and Elizabeth was dating Randolph while he was married to Sharon, and he even suggested to Elizabeth that she should have a life insurance policy. You seeing a trend here? Because I can give you exactly, I'm going to give you the exact amount here in a little bit on how much he made off of all these life insurance policies, the malpractice suit and whatnot. So bless you.
Thank you.
At least you didn't hiccup. So in this, the defense is focusing on Mike Miller, and they're painting a picture of him of being a brutal killer and whatnot. He was oh. But his family basically said he was a straight-laced guy, just got in with the wrong person. In August of 2023, the second trial comes to an end, and the jury finds him guilty of one conspiracy to commit murder and guilty on 2 counts of with a deadly weapon for Sharon and Mike Miller. And the total amount that Thomas William Randolph collected between all of the insurance policies and the malpractice was $1,036,262.01. I had to put that 1 cent in there. And then I'm going to leave you with two final thoughts. And one is by one is going to be by a quote by his daughter Krista, and the other one by oh, well, anyway, oh, I think it's by him. Yeah. Yeah, the other one is by him. So, first quote I'm going to leave you with is by Thomas William Randolph. Is he's not a woman killer. He's just a romantic in love. That doesn't, or he's a romantic. So that doesn't make him a killer. And the quote by his daughter Krista Randolph is his Achilles heel is him talking. I know I could have done better with that story, but I had that for a while, and it was loose leaf papers. My notes got all over the place. I did my last minute research this morning. I'm sorry. I need to hear about some cocaine hippos now.
I am not on a kickle. What is a
No,
kickle?
not a hippo kick at all. Leave that in. Leave that in. You're on a hip and on a you're on a cocaine kickball.
I'm not on a kick of hippos. Wow, I cannot say that word. So, to be more particular, these are the cocaine hippos of Cuba.
Oh, that kind of makes sense.
So, so to actually, so I'm gonna talk about like the Cuba's so-called cocaine hippos. They are descendants of
Are they cute hippos? Are they cute hippos?
no,
Yeah.
no, they're actually just full-size hippos. Are you okay there?
They're cute, they're little ones.
No, they're not the little Pygma hippos I was talking about last week.
Okay.
Though it wouldn't be surprised if the person bought those ones instead. So, so they aren't just any hippos descended of Africa hippopotamuses. They were actually illegally imported to the infamous drug lord Pablo Escobar in the 1980s, which I don't think we meant to try to.
Pablo Epps. I know who that is.
Yeah,
But
I know.
then I was born in 1980, so I know who it is.
Yeah, I don't think we were expecting our stories to line up with the years.
No, we were.
So, so, oh, Escobar. I'm just gonna say Escobar.
Pablo Escobar.
I cannot say I cannot say the first name.
You can't say Pablo. I'm having a hard time with Escobar.
Seeking to flaunt his immense wealth, established a private zoo at his heinous Nepal estate. located about 100 kilometers east of Medellin.
Mediterranean.
Yes, that name. Um, the
You're almost 25 and you still need your mommy to help you with words. That's so cute.
wait, Cuba's bigger than 100 kilometers. I thought Cuba was not that big. I didn't-
You wanna you wanna translate that into miles or
Yeah, give me.
whatnot for your American and New Zealand listeners? The rest
It's
of the world knows exactly what the hell you're talking about.
oh, never mind. That actually doesn't make sense. It's about 62.13 miles.
That's smaller than the distance between you and me. That's like half the distance between you and me.
Yeah. So he had a bunch of animals on the zoo, like quite a few exotic animals and everything like that.
That's
But he
usually what a
also,
zoo is a lot of animals.
but he also imported 4 hippos, 1 male, 3 females. After Escobar's death in 1993, most animals relocated, but the hippos were left behind.
By any chance, was that male hippo's name Thomas Randolph?
Give me 2 seconds. I'm actually kind of curious what the hippo names were. Give me 2 seconds to. I'm just looking up what. Oh, he didn't name them.
For hippos.
Yep, he just did not. He did not name them. Um, so yeah, they were the hippos were left due behind because if you watch the last one, hippos are violent.
Yes, they are.
So that's why and aggressive. So they just decided not to, and then they escaped the zoo and ended up going down to the. Oh my God, I can't say that name of that river. Magalon River. I actually may have said that right.
I think you might have.
So I I'm reading my thing and I'm like I thought it was kind of funny. It's like without natural predators and abundant resources, the hippo population grew rapidly. By like 2019, there was estimated about 90 to 120 individual hippos.
Out of four?
Yeah, that male hippo was going at it.
Wow. I think the name of this episode needs to be The Black Widower and the Horny Hippo.
by by 20 2023, the number increased between 181 to 215 of them.
You weren't kidding. Our years did line up.
Yeah, and then they proj and then projects indicated that like if it goes unchecked, the population can reach about 1,400 by 2040. We might have Cuba hippos. Wait, give me a second.
I'm supposed to do all this research up beforehand.
No, this is my own part. How far is Cuba from Florida?
Not far.
90 miles. How far can a
Yeah,
hippo swim?
I don't know. I thought they didn't swim.
No, they don't
You
swim.
told me last week that they walk. You told me they walk underwater. You told me they don't actually swim.
No, they do walk. Okay, we're good because they can only hold their breath for 5 minutes. We are safe. We don't.
Running around in Florida and working their way up north. Okay. Right. Until they can figure out how to breathe for longer than not breathe for longer than 5 minutes, then we're good. Or learn how to swim. What that does sound very, very terrifying. It works perfect because I have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, which is a bad idea and a creepy idea. But yet, that would make one hell of a cartoon. Okay, I'll let you finish. I forgot about the cocaine bear. Yeah, so why are they called cocaine hippos? Oh, duh. I should have known that with well, if I don't know, but I do know if I'm not mistaken, I think Pablo Escobar. I'll say the first name. You say the last name. Pablo. Yes. Yes. Um, if I'm not mistaken, he was kind of the drug lord of between Cuba and Florida back in the 80s and early 90s. No, I know who you're talking about. Oh, that doesn't help me. Prohibition? Oh, oh, no, I don't know. No, that was not what I wanted to do. Did that pop up your screen or your sound? Oh, so I need to find my. Looking it up. There we go. Uh, where did you go? Yes, yes, yep. Al Capone. Yes. You hear? Okay. Uh-oh. I didn't know that. There we go. I didn't. Okay, I'm back. My whole Discord completely disappeared. I could still hear you, but I couldn't find you. Yes. So there's really a reason behind the river runs dry and the money goes dry. Yeah, I'm aware of that. No, don't you know? Okay, you may or may not know, but down home, there's a certain valley that they had to drain the lake because of the cow feces that was draining into the lake. Yeah, Jersey Valley. That's why they had to drain it and redo it, and that, and then the dam broke on top of it. Yep, yep. Territory. I'm helping. Was it? So I don't know if it was you or if I just happened to hear this past week. So do you know anything about a crocodile bite? Okay, it was you that you was okay. See, I do actually listen to you from time to time. I can hear you just fine.
Test. That was weird. I don't know if my microphone was catch most of my stuff for the last like 6 minutes.
Oh, I caught all of it.
No, I know you
I caught
did, but
all
I
of
don't know
it.
if my recording software did.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So just going back, I'm just gonna go like a quick thing with going about it was the ecosystem. I should just go on a rant with Escobar and Pavlo. Or Pablo
That's
and
okay. It was actually an interesting. Al Capone.
yeah, Al Capone. It may have actually saved because it did say it went to default, so I probably just didn't realize it.
Okay.
Also, hippos have also become a danger to local communities because of what I just said. Hippos like attacking
Because
people.
there's like 400,000 of them? Or no, there's 200,000 of them?
No, there's like 200 of them. Wait, how big
Oh,
is
okay.
Cuba?
60 miles. I
No,
already looked that up,
no, we looked up how far 100 kilometers was.
which is how big Cuba is. That's why we looked it up.
No, Cuba's actually huge. Holy crap.
Oh, okay.
Cuba
I'll take
is
your word for it.
110 110,860 kilometers squared.
Okay.
42,800 miles squared.
Oh, that is big.
Yeah, it's like the 8th largest island country in the world.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's about the same size as Pennsylvania.
That's not.
Okay, and then yeah, so yeah, so there's been actually quite a bit of danger with local communications with the hippos because they've been attacking people and livestock. And see, the thing is, hippos are worse to hit than a cow because a cow will just get hit and doesn't do anything. A hippo would try to bite you back. Like you said last episode about if you hit a cow with your vehicle, you're pretty much just hitting a brick wall.
Yeah.
Just pretend this just pretend this brick wall can bite back.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so for our American listeners, just an idea of how big Cuba is, it is 4 times bigger than Hawaii.
You know, that really helps if you know how big Hawaii is.
Hawaii is 10,931 square miles.
There's also been
So you want to get real technical? Cuba is about 3.88 times bigger than Hawaii in terms of land area.
ah,
Basically, it's 4 times
yeah.
the
So
size.
hippos have also been spotted near schools, raising concern for children's safety. Because I know being children, it definitely me, I would try to ride the hippo.
Oh, no, you would be the one going. Nice, nice hippo, nice hippo. I come to pick you up from school. Hey, mommy, look at my new friend. Can we take it home?
That definitely would be me. I don't.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that would definitely be you.
I like hippos too. I still have not been able to get so if anybody knows exactly why I want this is I want a stuffed hippo that farts.
That might be easier to find than a purple panda or
Koala
purple
bear.
koala bear. Yes. Because even Build-A-Bear doesn't have those. I've looked.
Pretty sure Build-A-Bear thought you were nuts when you said that.
I didn't explain. They're going, oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have that.
But if you know what
I
if
will
you know
find you a purple. I will find you a purple koala at some point.
if you know where that hippo I'm talking about is from, I'll be surprised. You're confused too. You're, you know the show.
Is it a show or a movie?
It's a show. It's definitely a show. Um
Keep talking.
okay, so and then there's some efforts trying to get the population under control. She's determined to find this hippo now. uh is Cuba authorities have been implemented a multifaceted approach to manage the hippo population, including sterilization, relocation, and last resort euthanization. Which I'm just trying to figure out. Hippos are built are like the Animal Kingdom tank. So how on the earth do you euthanize a hippo? It some
Tranquilizer gun.
yeah, but do you realize
That would be where you'd start.
what?
That would be where you'd start. To euthanize a hippo would be a tranquilizer gun. You'd have to tranquilize them to get them down in order to euthanize them.
Yeah, that's true. Uh, some hippos have been relocated to sanctuary. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Some hippos have been relocated to sanctuaries in India and Mexico, so it means the hippos are getting closer. However, however, these efforts face challenges such as logistical logistical difficulties and high costs and ethical debates, the sterilization proceeds is complicated and expensive. The relocation requires international cooperation and suitable habitats.
Good NCIS.
Yes.
Bert the farting hippo.
Yes.
$42.99 on Amazon.
A lot easier to find that one than the purple koala bear.
Yeah.
What did you search to find that, may I ask?
I searched farting hippo from show. And the first one showed up was Bert the farting hippo plush toy stuffed animal. When you press its belly, it makes a fart sound. The farting sound is different from that on TV. It was designed so surface washable with cold water and air dry. $42.99 in stock. And there is a 4.0 star review.
So the ethical concerns about the hippos is the situation is ethical question about invasion species management. Some argue for the complete removal of the hippos to protect native ecosystem, while others suggest that they've become a part of the local biodiversity and even boost the why is that such a hard word? Ecotourism. The debate continues balancing on an ecological concern with animal welfare and cultural significance.
You know why that was a hard word?
Why?
Because alphabeting is hard. I don't say words are hard anymore. Alphabeting is hard.
And that is the story about cocaine hippos.
Interesting.
Oh, actually, since we're at the end, most videos will be posted either when we're done recording. I will post the unedited script onto, oh my god, what is it called? Patreon. So if you are a member of Patreon, you can see like the video right away. Like it's almost out like 2 hours after we're done recording, unless it's split like this.
Wow.
One. Then I just have to add them together and then they'll be sent out.
You couldn't just pause and then hit record again?
No, not with the recording software I'm using.
Oh, okay.
And then
I do want to bring something up. There is a possible collaboration in the works. I'm not going to say who's who yet, but hopefully that'll be lined up here soon and we'll be able to do that. And I think our audience will love it. And I'm hoping their audience will love us. So until next time, this has been Let's Tell Their Story. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe, please.
It's over.
There.
It's over there. It's over there on her. It's
down there somewhere. You know what I'm saying. It's down there. Yeah, like and review on your podcast platforms. Write a review. Give us 5 stars. If you love us, give us 5 stars. If you hate us, don't give us any stars. All right.
Just to let you guys. Just to let you guys know, if you guys want to see the videos are available on Spotify and YouTube only. Those are the only 2 places the videos are actually possible to watch. Spotify is weird with the videos.
Yeah, they are. And then at some point we are going to be redoing this. Hopefully I've got this all redone by the next time we record, but there should be a whole new revamp to this. Spent 4 hours redoing the flooring in my bathroom yesterday, which actually turned out really freaking good.
I'm just gonna always have a weird. I'm gonna have always a weird image behind me.
Yeah, I'm not fancy like Quentin. I'm old. But until next time, love you. Bye.
Bye bye.